What makes someone truly funny? Is it perfect timing, fearless physical comedy, sharp wit, or the rare ability to make millions of people laugh with just a look? Throughout the history of film and television, a select group of performers have elevated comedy into an art form. Their characters became cultural icons, their catchphrases entered everyday language, and their influence can still be seen in comedians working today. From the silent era brilliance of Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton to the explosive energy of Jim Carrey and the modern comedy stars of today, these actors didn't just entertain audiences, they changed the way comedy was performed. In this cinematic journey, we'll celebrate the funniest actors of all time, exploring the legends whose unforgettable performances have kept audiences laughing across generations. Few names in entertainment history are as universally recognized as Charlie Chaplin. Emerging during the silent film era, Chaplin created one of cinema's most beloved characters, the Little Tramp. With his bowler hat, cane, oversized shoes, and distinctive mustache, he became a global symbol of comedy. What made Chaplin extraordinary was his ability to tell powerful stories without spoken dialogue. Through movement, facial expressions, and impeccable timing, he blended humor with emotion in ways audiences had never seen before. Beyond acting, Chaplin was also a writer, director, producer, and composer, exercising remarkable creative control over his films. Classics such as The Kid, The Gold Rush, Modern Times, and The Great Dictator remain landmarks of cinema. Chaplin once said, "Comedy is life in long shot. Tragedy is life in close-up." That philosophy helped shape not only comedy, but filmmaking itself. If Charlie Chaplin was comedy's emotional storyteller, Buster Keaton was its fearless engineer. Known as the Great Stone Face, Keaton became famous for maintaining a completely serious expression while chaos erupted around him. His comedy was built on precision, daring stunts, and incredible visual creativity. Long before modern special effects, Keaton performed breathtaking sequences involving trains, collapsing buildings, waterfalls, and dangerous physical gags. What makes his work so impressive is that he often performed these stunts himself without safety equipment or stunt doubles. Keaton transformed comedy into a carefully choreographed spectacle where every movement mattered. Together with Chaplin, he helped establish the foundations of cinematic comedy, influencing generations of comedians and filmmakers who followed. Comedy isn't always physical. Sometimes it's all about the mind. Groucho Marx revolutionized comedy through rapid-fire wit, absurd observations, and razor-sharp sarcasm. As a member of the Marx Brothers, he delivered some of the most memorable one-liners in entertainment history. His signature mustache, cigar, and quick comebacks became legendary. Decades later, Peter Sellers expanded the possibilities of comedic acting through extraordinary character transformation. Whether portraying multiple roles in Dr. Strangelove or bringing Inspector Clouseau to life in the Pink Panther series, Sellers demonstrated a remarkable ability to disappear completely into his characters. Together, Groucho Marx and Peter Sellers proved that intelligence, timing, and creativity could be just as powerful as physical comedy. The 1970s and 1980s introduced a new generation of comedy giants who redefined American humor. Gene Wilder brought warmth, vulnerability, and unpredictability to every role he played. Whether as Willy Wonka or Dr. Frederick Frankenstein, his performances balanced innocence with explosive comedic energy. Mel Brooks became one of comedy's greatest creators, directing and acting in satirical masterpieces that fearlessly mocked everything, from westerns to science fiction. Meanwhile, Richard Pryor transformed stand-up comedy through honesty and fearless storytelling. His influence extended far beyond the stage, helping shape modern comedy as we know it today. 3 unique voices, 3 unforgettable careers, 1 extraordinary era of laughter. Robin Williams possessed one of the most extraordinary comedic minds ever seen. His improvisational abilities were legendary. Conversations, characters, accents, acts, impressions, and jokes seemed to flow from him effortlessly and at lightning speed. Williams could move from hilarious to heartfelt within moments, a rare gift that allowed him to excel in both comedy and drama. From unforgettable performances in films like Mrs. Doubtfire and El Letton to emotionally powerful roles in Good Will Hunting, he demonstrated incredible range. Audiences never knew exactly what Robin Williams would do next, and that unpredictability made him mesmerizing to watch. His energy, imagination, and humanity continue to inspire comedians around the world. Few actors have exploded onto the comedy scene quite like Jim Carrey. Yet beneath the wild performances was a highly skilled actor capable of remarkable depth, as seen in dramatic roles later in his career. Jim Carrey transformed physical comedy for a new generation and remains one of the most recognizable comedic performers of all time. Some comedians dominate through energy, others through precision. Eddie Murphy did both. Beginning as a standout performer on Saturday Night Live, Murphy quickly became one of Hollywood's biggest stars. His charisma, impressions, and larger-than-life personality powered classics like Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, and The Nutty Professor. Across the comedy spectrum stood Steve Martin. Known for his intelligent humor, clever wordplay, and understated style, Martin developed a unique comedic voice that blended absurdity with sophistication. In 1994 alone, Carrey starred in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber, a remarkable strike that instantly made him a superstar. His comedy combined exaggerated facial expressions, elastic physicality, and relentless commitment to every character. Carrey wasn't afraid to look ridiculous if it meant getting a laugh, and audiences loved him for it. Together, Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin represent two very different approaches to comedy, yet both achieve extraordinary success by staying true to their distinctive styles. The rise of Saturday Night Live created a comedy revolution. At the center of that movement was Bill Murray, whose deadpan delivery and effortless cool made him one of comedy's most beloved figures. Whether starring in Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, Groundhog Day, or Lost in Translation, Murray brought a unique blend of wit and unpredictability to every role. But Murray was also part of something bigger. Saturday Night Live became a launching pad for generations of comedic talent, producing stars who would dominate film, television, and stand-up comedy for decades. From one famous stage came countless careers and a lasting impact on comedy culture worldwide. Comedy continues to evolve, and today's stars carry the legacy forward. Will Ferrell became famous for his fearless commitment to absurd characters, delivering unforgettable performances that turned outrageous situations into comedy gold. Adam Sandler built a career blending goofy humor with surprising heart, becoming one of the most successful comedy actors of his generation. Jake Black brought explosive energy, musical talent, and boundless enthusiasm to every role, creating a style entirely his own. And Seth Rogen's distinctive voice, relatable humor, and modern comedic sensibility helped define a new era of comedy films. From silent film pioneer to streaming era stars, the history of comedy is filled with extraordinary performers who remind us of something important. Laughter is timeless, and these actors help make the world a much funnier place.